Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Yvette, and if you are new here, I would like to say welcome. On my channel, I like to share creative tutorials for junk journaling, beadwork, paper crafting, and more. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this cute little 3-pocket ephemera holder. I'm calling it a bag of tags because it is made out of a plain brown paper lunch bag. So let's take a look at my sample here, and then I will go through the supplies, and then we'll go ahead and start one. I'm not going to show in this tutorial how to make the tags or how I made the tags, because I'm going to show that in a future video. So the first thing we have here is some tags that I've made out of a kit, and I actually got that kit on Etsy. I will share a link. It is from Eclectic Eggplant on Etsy, and they are beautiful floral tags. And I just added a little bit of hand-drawn stitching, a little lace, and little buttons. So here is the actual bag. We're going to create a pocket at the bottom. We're going to create 2 pockets in the top here. It's going to have a notch in the front to help you get those tags out. And on the back, I've just simply covered it in a piece of cardstock because you can glue this right down in your journal. You can glue 3 sides and have another pocket in the back. Or you could put a pocket at the bottom, put a couple more tags in it, and then this would make a really cute Happy Mail gift. So I'm going to put this back together so I have everything in one place here for later when we're all done. Okay, so there's our sample. I'm going to share with you the printouts. These are some of the other pages that I didn't use from the kit from Eclectic Eggplant. Again, I'll put that link in the description box. And here are the smaller tags. So I think it's a really pretty kit, and it's already inked up for you, so you don't even have to have any ink. The other thing that I wanted to mention is the bag itself is something that I have in my stash, and I had someone gift me a whole bag of bags. And the particular brand that I have I'm not showing because they are no longer available, but I did find some on Amazon that are about the same size, which I'll put a link in the description box as well. This one measures approximately 4 by 8. The one on Amazon that I was able to find is a little bit smaller. So the measurements that I have are based off of the size bag that I have. So you may have to alter these measurements slightly. So again, this is 4 by 8, and I cut it down to about 6 3/4, and we're going to notch the front only. Let me share the sample here. And I have found that with my paper cutter anyway, if I have cardstock on here, the bag did cut easier that way. So that's why I haven't pre-notched it. Okay, so there, let's go ahead and pull this off. So that's our bag, and what I've done is cut it down to 6 by 3/4 tall. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and create the backing here. So again, let's pull our sample over here. Here's our sample. So this piece here actually goes in behind here and creates this pocket. So I've written on here the measurements, and we're going to make one of these, which is in my situation 3 3/4 inch by 5 1/4 long. So you're going to have to measure that. Here's the bottom of the bag, and you're going to have to measure this and kind of maybe adjust that based on the size of your bag. So what I'm using is Fabri-Tac. What I did was I purchased some Fabri-Tac on Amazon, and I actually got Magnatac. And I called the company and they said they're very similar. This was a little bit lower price point. So I went ahead and got those, and I had purchased a smaller bottle of the Fabri-Tac, and I don't like using the larger bottle of the Magnatac, so I just put that in here. Another trick I found is if you need to thin it down a little bit, you can put acetone in there and it does thin it down. So what I'm going to do is I've cut my cardstock here to 3 3/4 wide by 5 1/4 long, because again, that is the measurement that's going to fit into mine. Of course, my glue is messing up. So I have used, to create these, I have used a glue stick, but I just like Fabri-Tac or Magna-Tac is what I have. So I'm just going to glue this up, and I am a glue happy person, so you will probably be like, oh my goodness, look at all that glue, but I like to glue things. And if you ever get happy mail from me, good luck opening it, because I like tape too. So anyway, we have glued that up sufficiently, I would say, and we're going to pop that right down in here and kind of line it up like this. And of course I can't find my bone folder, so I do have an alternative when I can't find my bone folder, and it is a knitting needle, and it's metal, and I just use that because it's round and it doesn't ruin anything, so nothing lost. The next step we're going to do is, you have this little flap on the front of the bag, and what we're going to do is put a little bead of glue down each side here, and what that's going to do is create our front pocket. So I just put the glue on and stick it down. Now, I have had some bags, especially the first ones out of the bag that I had, it was an unopened bag, and the first ones were very crooked here, and they also had a crease down the middle. So what I did was I ironed them, and that helps straighten them out. So if you have that issue, you can iron it and it will help. Let's tell you what I'm doing instead of just do it. So the next part is going to be this little front of the pocket. So in my case, I've cut it to 3 3/4 wide by 2 3/8 tall, and I've cut one of those for the front. I'm going to go ahead and glue that up. Again, I'm very generous with glue. And once this is on there, we'll do the back, and then we can go from there. Okay, so we're going to put this on the front and make sure our flowers are the right way. I'm saying this way. And just pop that on the front there. And again, like I said, no bone folder, so there we go. So what you're going to have at this point is a little pocket in the front. This pocket is pretty stiff, but it will loosen up over time. And make sure that that's stuck down on the side well. Now you'll notice when we open this at the top, you have this flap in here. And if you just leave this, this is going to pull open on the side, and I don't like that. So in our sample here, you'll see that I've glued this side down. So it's just a flat bag that kind of pops open here. Okay, we couldn't pop it open like that with this. So what I do is I just come in here, I open this up, and starting down here, I just am going to put a bead of glue all over this, of course, because I just said I really like glue. So we're going to go ahead and put that glue in. Be careful at the top that you don't get it down into the bag, because it will secure the bag and possibly rip it. So be careful there. Okay, and then I'm just going to glue that down. Any excess glue I'm going to wipe off. If I was a professional, I probably would have something to do that, but I'm not professional. Alright, so here we're going to just pull this open and do the same thing on the other side. Sometimes, depending on the bag, there's a little crease in here, and I will go ahead and glue under that as well to make sure that that's glued down and doesn't try to pop this up. So let's go ahead and get that on there. Okay. Go ahead and glue that down. Okay, the next thing we need is the back piece, which is going to go on here. And this is 3 3/4 wide by 6 1/4 long. In my case, I'm going to cut one, and that goes on the back. And I can't decide which way I want that to go. I think I want it to go that way. So again, just glue that up. And go ahead and put that on the bag, centering it. I just eyeball it. Sorry about the interruption there. Let's go ahead and keep going here. Let's turn it over, and I'm going to put a little bit of lace on the front right here. Maybe a little bit more. Trim that off in a minute here. I'm going to put a button on here. Add a ball pin with a little pearl on there. That's looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and stuff our tags in there. The second one here. And there we have it, 2 completed little pockets. I have the distress ink here if you wanted to put a little bit around on the edges, but it really doesn't need it. So just had it out in case I felt like doing that. Again, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask me in the comments there. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. And join me next time when I show you how I doodle on tags. Thank you so much for watching.